Welcome back to another video, people. Welcome back to the channel. This one's going to be a small sweet one regarding this little red thing of my wife's here, the electric Mii. It's another thing I've done to add on to it, because when I bought it and did a review, I bought it and I didn't use it in the dark. Well, I've used it in the dark since, and I'll be honest with you, the lights on this thing are atrocious. When they made this electric Mii, I can't understand why they didn't actually upgrade the main headlights to LED or, you know, some real nice halogen or whatever. Standard bulbs in these things at the front, and we did a trip through the outskirts of Leicestershire in heavy rain when it was getting dark across some of the high spots near a place called Beacon Hill and Bradgate Park. It was atrocious. I couldn't see where I was going. The rain was hammering down. It was really busy, loads of traffic, and I thought, this ain't on. I'm gonna have to change these. So this is just to let you know what I've used in the main headlamps bulb wise, and a little job I'm gonna do in just a moment to even improve them yet again. So let's do it. Now, before I go any further, I will say you don't need any tooling for this to mess about with these headlamps. It's all quite straightforward. So we'll get on with the job in hand, and I'll show you the brand I bought for these as well, which were changed last week, and that's made one hell of a difference. Okay, used a company called Power Bulbs, very, very good. Free delivery with this in the price, £22.99 for the pair. They reckon they're about 200% better than standard, and I kind of agree with that because they are amazingly different once fitted. Xenon 200 are called by Ring, so they're a good old brand name. Used Ring products many times. £22.99 including delivery from Power Bulbs. Make sure you've got that latched in there well, because this is quite a heavy thing for a small car. If it comes down on your head, you're going to know about it. Okay, now the ones I've already replaced are the ones here in that. This is a rubber cover that just pulls off very easy. Look, you pull it off, and behind there you'll find this lead here, which is a simple 3-pin plug affair. Take the old ones out. They don't twist or anything, they just basically pull out, because they're on 2 springs behind here. Like I say, I've already done these, but they're very, very simple to do. So that's where the main headlamps ones are. That's those there, look. Okay. Now, they were crap. They were really yellow. Rubbish lights. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Very surprised at Volkswagen. And that's the same both sides. Okay, so they are now replaced. They are now done. And it's made one hell of a difference. In fact, I would say that the adverts for the bulbs ain't telling no lies. So let's get on with this one now, because as you put these on, let me go and show you and put them on, the brightness of those is massively different from the original yellow ones that were in there. Now, if you can see to the side of that, look how yellow that is in comparison to the bright white light of that one. So these are the next ones to change. I'll show you what I bought for these. Okay, these are the ones I bought cheap. These were less than a fiver delivered from Amazon. These are called T20s, double filament, double element. Quite straightforward. So I'm going to get one in now, do both sides, see how bright they are. Now, the one I'm changing is that one there. Excuse my black fingernail. I'm going to be pulling this out, and that's what holds your smaller bulb. So I'll get it out now, and I'll show you how it's done. These are a simple twist and out. Pretty straightforward. So that's how you get them out, just a twist and turn, and then they go straight back in again. So this is the bulb I'm going to change. As you can see, it's a regular looking bulb. Take the old one out straight away. Doesn't matter which way they go in, by the way. Really doesn't matter. Pop straight in, and then this is the hard bit where you've got to make sure it's in and twist it to the outside. So you twist it that way to put it back in. So let's have a look. There you go. Definitely whiter, not as bright as I would have liked, but it is brighter and far less yellow. So I'm just going to turn the lights on full beam and see what happens. Okay, right, here we are, the new whitish one, and there's the more yellow one. Now, the yellow one looks more out there, but in the dark that would definitely be a brighter, more blue. You can see a bit of a blue haze when you get close up to it. But yes, hopefully that will do it and be better than the horrible yellow ones. Yeah, you can see how dull they are look in comparison now. But and just to show the subtle difference, when it's a bit darker in the engine bay, that's the new bulb, definitely more of a bright white light. Now I do feel that looks wise they look better being blue anyway. They give it a bit more of a thing to look at the front there rather than white, so a little bit of a bonus there. So let's have them both on now and see what it looks like. Yep, all lights working there. As you can see, there's a real nice and bright white on the front now. See, let's just check, see if the indicators are working. Yep. Little tip for you here, because I've been in the trade a long time. When you mess with one light, check them all afterwards. Yep, she's working. See, from the side, it doesn't look that bright. You can actually see the bulb with this camera. But yeah, that's cool. I think I might change them as well for some LEDs which are quicker flashing rather than slow in and out. Don't know yet. Always leave it on auto lights, I do anyway, but if you've got them, you may as well, why not? They got built into the car. So that's another little add-on that I've just done. Quite simple one, dead easy to do. Can't understand why they give you a double filament bulb when you only use one side of it for a side light, because these are my running lights, which are on all the time, every time you start the car, plus them. But why they have a double filament bulb in there, I have no idea. I suppose when you didn't have these, that would have been your main side light. Quote below if you know any different from me, because these little SEATs I've had not a lot to do with, to be fair. Just to bring you back in, if you've never seen one of these Miis inside the engine bay, there you go. That's maybe a first for you. I don't know. That is all you get. There's an inverter in there and a motor. Quite a small little motor, but makes it nippy off the mark. And instead of a combustion engine, that's all you get, folks. Nothing to do in there. No spark plugs, no exhaust gaskets to get on your nerves and start blowing. No exhaust to fit from the back here to the rear. Nothing to do with it whatsoever. Just get in it, turn the key and drive it. Such a pleasure. If anyone can tell me it's the same size battery, I'd be intrigued. Possibly is, I don't know. Because if that battery fails, this all fails, I'll be honest with you. That's the same with all EVs. Majority of the problems of EVs is not the fact that they give you any issues. They normally don't. The biggest problem is the little 12-volt battery. And even on that, if the 12-volt battery on that Tesla packs up, the whole thing dies. I've come out to do this and see what these lights are like. There you go, look how bright they are now. These still look a bit on the yellow side in comparison to those, but my God, are they bright. It's made the front end far better. It's transformed these lights brilliantly. But yeah, you can see how white they are look in comparison. It's a great shame that I didn't get them to show you the yellow before. I'm just going to put them on full beam and see what it looks like. I live in a very dark area. Put the light on. And there you go, that's full beam. Which you can see the white light across here, look now, from them onto my Tesla, definitely. Yeah. So there you go, just to prove that I've definitely done the right thing. And they look a bit whiter now as well. I put full beam on. Wonderful. Worth the 27 quid. Okay, bringing me to the end of this one. Thanks again for watching. It was just a quick update on the headlights at the front. If you have a SEAT Mii or a Volkswagen Up or the Skoda version, and it doesn't have to be the electric one, just quote below, give me a comment below if you feel that the front headlamps on full beam and normal beam are rubbish. Because on this, wow, some of the worst lights I've ever seen in my life. And like I said on the get-go there, I didn't take this out in the dark before I reviewed it. You know, it's been late summer, and so I've not used it at night until last week. So it shocked me, actually, how bad they were. The rear lights are all good on this thing, not an issue. Those little ones on the front that we've just done, not as white as I would like, but they are definitely brighter white than the ones I took out. I'm going to wrap this one up now. I want to get it in. My hands are getting cold. Caught myself a few times as well. Look, doing this little job. Always do. Me and mechanics. I'm glad I don't do it anymore. So that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was, you know, informative. And I hope if you've got yellow lights, you get them changed the same as these. Please subscribe. Nearly forgot. But yeah, why not? If you like the content, come on board. Who knows what you're going to see. We'll catch you later.